So let me keep jumping. I always say this: history leaves clues. And so, 5.5 years ago, we, with a 5-year-old company, we started crushing over 800 six-figure income earners. Over 50 people earned over $1 million, closer to 60 actually. 18,000 people earned a BMW. You heard Ron's story. 18,000 people earned a BMW just like him. We have changed a lot of lives. We know how to create mainstream momentum. The challenge is crushing. Neon is coming on strong. No matter what you're entering this business, whether the door you're coming in is challenge, the door you're coming in is neon, makes no difference. The most important thing is you've got that shot. We talked about it earlier, right? Having that shot. Shot for what? Shot to create wealth. Shot to create generational wealth through equity. It's all there for you. Look at this. 2005 to 2009, Vi did $50 to $60 million. Not shabby. Then the next wave, that was wave one. The next wave, 2010 to 2014, $1.65 billion. They launched equity at the beginning of this year and started wave 3. The question mark is, what do you think wave 3 is going to be? I bet you it's not going to be 50 to 60 billion, a million. I bet you it's going to be way more than 1.65 billion. My question is, how big of a piece of that pie do you want? If you've went all your life wanting to be at the right place at the right time with the right people, with the right opportunity, congratulations and welcome to your future. But you got to go seize the moment, right? I don't even know why this slide's up here. It's the dumbest slide I've ever seen in a Visalus strategy overview. You ain't no 1 or 2 if you're here. You ain't no 1 or 2. If you sat here for an hour listening to me talk about money, you ain't a 1 or a 2. You're a 3. If you're a 1 or 2, you wouldn't even have came here. I can tell you right now, you wouldn't even have showed up. You would have watched the video and said, nope, not interested in the business. I just want to drink milkshakes. All of you are number 3s. But you've got to decide whether you're going to write your future or you're going to let your future just unfold. What I mean by that is every single day you wake up. And I believe that every day we live, we're writing a book of our life, right? We write pages every single day, which becomes chapters. And then we finish one chapter, we move on to the next chapter. But every single day you start with a blank canvas. And I believe that you are the author of your book. You get to design your life any way you want. But unfortunately, there's a couple things that happen. We get these little voices in our head. How many of y'all have ever had the little voices in your head, right? and I share these things with you, and I want to tell you, I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm not trying to be arrogant or cocky. I'm just being real with y'all. I've been doing this a long time. Listen, I think y'all probably figured out by now, I don't do this for the money. I've had enough money that my children's children would never worry about money since I was young. It ain't about the money. For me, it's about the money that I can help others achieve. It's about the lives that I can change physically, financially, and emotionally. Am I sending any money back? Are you crazy? No, I ain't sending no money back. But for me, it's not about the money. For me, it's about changing people's lives. But I'll tell you this, people get voices in their head. And you sit here and you're looking at this and you're, man, I've always wanted a shot. And then that little voice says, you ain't got the money. You ain't got the money to do this. You ain't got the money to do this. It's a critical moment in your life when this happens. Because you're making a decision based on the voice in your head. And if you make a decision that you don't have the money, I want to go ahead and be the first one to congratulate you. That's likely to become the story of your life. And I base it off of facts. 2010, February 2010. I had 32 people sitting in a room in Jacksonville, Florida. Half of them got it. They were all in. The other half, some of those said, I don't have the what?
Money.
I circled back to them in August. I circled back to them pretty regularly. But I circled back to them in August. And I said, hey, listen, you've got a second shot in life here. You got a second shot at your financial life. Visalus has launched this product, Neon. This thing's going to get some legs and it's going to take off. So you got an opportunity to go promote Neon and the challenge simultaneously. Guess what their story was? They ain't got the money. So I base it off, I base the future off the past, right? So if your story today is you ain't got the money, 5 years from now, what do you think your story's going to be? Nothing changes. Some of y'all have another voice in your head saying, you don't have the time. I'd love to be the first one to congratulate you because that's likely going to become the story of your life. How do I know? You know the other half of those that didn't get involved? I circle back to them in August as well. Guess what their story is? I don't have the time. Listen, you're writing the story of your life. If nothing changes, nothing changes. For the one or two of y'all in here that's like Kyle, it ain't about the money. It ain't about time. I'm already successful. Let's really be real. I mean, I love successful people. I was like, hey, let's get really real real quick. Can we all agree that multiple streams of income is way gooder than one?
Yeah.
Can we agree on this?
Yeah.
I've never met anybody that's ever created wealth that's like, don't think I want any more streams of income. That would be really weird. So if you're very successful, you need to be completely focused on creating another stream of income. Yes? Would y'all agree with me that the trend of weight loss is going to continue on? As long as there's hamburger joints popping up on every single corner in every city in the United States, we live fast life. Don't you think that there's going to be a problem with obesity? Yes or yes?
Yeah.
Man, you want to be positioned in that trend. That would be foolish not to be positioned in that trend. Well, I shouldn't say foolish. Less than smart. It'd be less than smart to not be positioned in that trend. How many of y'all know that the energy drink industry is a $30 billion industry? Listen, I'm not no dumb. I want a piece of that action. And I want a big piece of that action. I done told y'all I got enough money. That's another stream of income. Make sense?
Yes.
Most of you, it's about buying your life back. Most of you, it's about getting your time back, creating some income, creating some options. Because right now, you're going to a place that you probably don't want to go. It always kills me when somebody comes into business with me. They're like, I would never quit my job. I love my job. And I'm just cracking up internally. I'm like, man, you didn't lie about anything. And you have sold yourself that you love your job. You've convinced yourself so you ain't mad when you go to work every day. It is funny because y'all know I've never, ever helped anyone create substantial wealth in this industry that didn't quit their job. I mean, all of them. I had a buddy of mine, I will be a dentist for the rest of my life. I love being a dentist. I'll be a dentist. I'm like, when I'm helping make $1 million in 9 months, man, you couldn't pay. He don't even brush his own teeth, man. He shut that place down like lightning, you know? So here's the my buddy Kevin Merriweather. He was at UPS, and he's like, I guess he never told me he loved UPS. He never told me that he would never leave UPS, but every time he's like, it's a really good job, really good. He's always, look here. After I helped Kevin make about $1 million, do y'all know he don't even mess with Kleenex boxes? I mean, if a Kleenex box is in the floor, he won't even touch it. He don't mess with boxes of no kind. He's a box driver, right?
I love Kevin.
So for most of you, it's about truly going out and getting out of that place you don't want to go, right? Because you go in there every day, you go in there working with people that you don't like. How do I know you don't like them? Because you didn't pick them. Somebody else hired them, right? You're going in there working with a bunch of negative folks you don't want to be around. By the time you get home, your kids are like, Mom and Daddy, you're like, get away from me, I need some time on the television, right? You're all crazy acting, right? Why? Because you went to work, you work with people you don't want to be around. Next thing you know, they tell you what time you're going to get hungry. That's called lunch. They say you're going to be hungry at 12 o'clock. I might not be hungry at 12 o'clock, but that's what time you're going to get hungry, 12 o'clock. And you better be unhungry by 1 o'clock, come on. And you're going to get to go see your kids at 5 o'clock. After you fight traffic for an hour. Oh, we're in Orlando. 3 hours. Y'all understand what I'm saying? I'm showing y'all a way out. And I'm not advocating anybody quit your job yet. Don't be foolish. Go build a business with us while the timing is perfect. Go earn your equity. Create some money in the compensation plan. Pay off your bills. Get debt-free for once in your life. Don't have a partner in your mortgage called the bank. You want to have fun? I mean, I've done it in Orlando. Go into a dealership and go buy a car with a one-pay. They don't even know what they are. You know how few people buy cash? They don't, in a real car. I'm not talking about a used, I'm talking about a real car lot, right? Like new cars. Go do a one pay. Tell them, say, how will you be financing this? One pay? They have to go ask their manager what a one pay is. I mean, it was so hilarious. I was buying a Mercedes, and the guy's like, how do you go pay for it? I said, one pay. He goes and asks his manager. His manager comes back and says, we're not familiar with that financing program. I said, let me help you out, brother. I'm going to pay for it all at once, like right now. Do you want to check or you want me to go to ATM a lot?
That's great.
I'm just trying to give y'all some options, right? I mean, I know y'all out in Orlando, y'all probably don't even fish out here, but see where I'm from, we fish. St. Augustine, we fish. And I moved down to Vero Beach because we fish. Now, when I started out fishing, I had an aluminum John boat with a 9.9 kicker on the back of it that you steered it like this. You can fish bigger. Now I got the same. You ever seen the Customs Interceptor, the drug running interceptor boats? I liked them so good. I said, them things are fast. I went to the company called Midnight Express. I said, build me one just like them. So now I've got me one just like Customs has got. People say, does a fish swim that fast? I don't think so, but I get there quick, right? Am I telling you that to brag? No, I'm trying to plant a seed that you can have more than what you got, man. Ladies, y'all might want to start running around in red bottom shoes. Hooey, looey, wooey, whatever they're called, right? You know what I'm talking about? Listen, don't sell yourself on what you think is possible. Sell yourself on what actually is possible. Don't procrastinate. I'm going to tell you all this in closing. Procrastination and success cannot coexist. I studied some of the wealthiest people in our country. And when I say studied them, sat down, looked in their eyes, had a conversation, interviewed them, spent time with some. And one common denominator between everybody who's ever created massive success, I cannot find any evidence of procrastination being practiced. Now, unless you can defy gravity and beat the odds, go do what the wealthy do. Don't procrastinate. If it sounds right, if it feels right, you want more than what you currently got, you're willing to do something about it, make a decision to get started. The moment you get started, actually get started. Don't just like get in. How many of y'all know there's a difference between being on a rocket and in one?
Yeah.
Think about that for a minute, right? Get in with us. Let's go to work, right? And then lastly, go to work immediately and then block out your calendar. October 23rd, 24th. Yes. How many of y'all excited? You ain't got to have a good memory to be rich. Okay. October 23rd, 24th, we're doing what we call a national event. It's called Vitality. I will tell y'all this. This is the game changer. This is where the whole business changes for everybody. Get in, go to work, get people into business. You get to Vitality. Let's try to get your people that you brought into Vitality. That's where a person goes. This is where I've seen the biggest explosions in my entire career. They go to a national event, a major event. They get belief. Yes. Belief is huge. They see somebody, they're like, golly, if that person can do it, I can do it. Right. They get belief. They get knowledge. They get inspiration and motivation. And when they leave there on fire. Out of the 400 or so ambassadors that I've been personally involved in breaking, the majority of those came out of an event. They were doing okay, but then they went to an event and it all changed because their belief went up. And when their belief went up, their paycheck went up in a big way. Don't procrastinate, make a decision. If not you, then who deserves this? If not right now, when? What you waiting on? And if not Visalus, what? There's nothing else out there. Love you guys. Vince, come on, please.